Yeah, hi everybody, Peter back for yet another video. I've decided to do an album review today. There'll be many more videos to come. I just want to say it before I get started, because there haven't been as many from me the last few weeks, but there'll be many more to come. I'm going to do an album review. It's going to be this album. I've decided to go back in time a bit, and it is. Well, it was in my top 10 albums of all time when I did that. My favourite by this band, and it's Fair Warning Van Halen. There it is. 1981, fourth studio album. David Lee Roth vocals. Eddie Van Halen guitar. You got it. Michael Anthony bass. Alex Van Halen drums. I'll just talk a bit about the album. It's got a bit of a dark theme as far as I'm concerned. It's only about 31 minutes, and a lot of the Roth albums are quite around that length of time, and they're just perfect listens because they're about 32, 33, I think one's 34 maybe. But they're all around that range. I'm talking about the first six, of course, the classic six. And yeah, so this will be my favorite. An interesting cover, I believe it's a painting. Yeah, it looks like a bit of street life, I guess you might call it. There's the back of it. Quite interesting. 9 tracks, as I said, guys. It'd be my favorite by them. Although they've got many great early albums, and even the Sammy albums, although I prefer the David era, I do like some of the Sammy stuff. Starts off with Mean Street, comes in with that amazing guitar playing by Eddie, this crazy stuff, and then the riff comes in, and it's great. It's got a great bounce to it. It's rather heavy. Roth comes in with the vocals. It's got amazing solo. It's got everything. That's perfect. One of their greatest songs for me, just the great opening cut from this album. And then Dirty Movies, a little bit on the dark side, talking about that industry, I guess you could say. I'll just leave it at that. And yeah, it's quite a good track. Starts off with the drums and an excellent guitar. Again, very inventive Eddie was, of course. And another catchy tune, just a real good opening to the album. But Mean Street is one of my favourite openers, and Dirty Movies, a great song again. Sinner Swings is quite a faster song. Always liked that. Always found it fit well in with the album. Always thought it went well following those 2 tracks. Now, hear about it later. Starts off the guitar, comes in slowly, and it just takes off with it. David's great scream from David, and then very catchy tune, and the band is really going for it on this album. I find it's a little bit apart from the other albums. I find it's got that it feels like the dark feeling behind it, but it's really a great song. That hear about it later. Then Unchained with that amazing riff, and just a great song. Very catchy tune, very sing-songy, but very good. And a really great one, that one. Push Comes to Shove's got a great bass line in it. And quite a mysterious sounding track. I love the guitar. The guitar solo in the middle is really good. Bit different. I think the vocal's really good from David Lee Roth. I think it's got a bit of a, how could I say it? A bit of a relaxed feel to it. You know, it's quite, how should I say it? Quite relaxed sort of song, and relaxing sort of song, but a bit slower too, but it's quite different. It's quite different within all the other songs on the album, I feel, within that, compared to the other songs. So This Is Love is a very catchy, just a good rock out tune. Great, they've got great pop sensibilities too of Van Halen. They got a great feel for melody also. But so this is Love, just, it just kicks along. A really great song. I'm saying that about every song, but that's how good I think this album is. Sunday Afternoon in the Park is a short, under 2-minute instrumental. Quite great sounds in it, quite experimental, as I said. And that just goes right into, the song barely ends and it goes right into One Foot Out the Door, which is under 2 minutes again, which is just a basic rocker with Roth rocking it out, which is a rather good song. And a very good solo on it as well by Eddie. But yeah, the band's in full flight on this album. I've always taken to this album. I love all the Roth albums, but yeah, I've always taken to this quite a bit. I'll give you 3 or 4. Although the whole album's good, I'll give you a 3-4 standouts. I like Mean Street, I guess, is probably my favourite. Dirty Movies. Sinner Swing's good, but yeah, we got Hear About It Later would be one of the best. Unchained, of course. I love Push Comes to Shove, and actually the whole album is really top notch. So that is, I'll just show you inside. Yeah, this is one of the remasters from years back. That's how it looks inside. Yeah, there you go. But there you have it, guys. So what do you guys think of this? A rating out of 10. Well, for me, it is a 10 because I can't fault this. I think it's just, it's one of those albums which sort of flies under the radar. Was never there to make a successful album. Hasn't done like Diamond in the States like the first album, or 1984. But I think it's done a couple of million, and it's nowhere near their best-selling album. But for me, it just it's quite a special album. I feel it's a bit not say musically, but it's a bit in the way how Power Rage by AC/DC is sort of the one that goes under the radar. Sort of a similar feeling I get from it. But there you go, guys. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. We always love this from the start, actually, when I heard it. And it was always very accessible to me. And although those other classics are enormous, as everyone knows, 1, Van Halen, 2, Women and Children First, 1984. Diver Down, I think, is a bit underappreciated. It usually gets picked out as the weakest link of the Roth, early Roth era, but I think it's got some good elements. Or it's a little bit heavy on the covers, but it's a pretty good album. But yeah, there you go, guys. 10 out of 10 for me for Van Halen's Fair Warning. What do you guys think of it? Comment down below and all those things. I'll see you again for the next video. And there'll be plenty of more videos to come. Got a couple of different ideas as well. So stay tuned. There'll definitely be more videos. Bye for now, guys. Bye.